So, you're looking for a modern business banking solution. You've come across Found and you're wondering how it compares to some of the other options out there like Novo, North One, Relay. And so in this video, we're going to break down exactly what Found Banking actually offers, who it's built for and who should steer clear, and what you absolutely need to know before opening an account with Found. So kicking things off, what is Found? Well, Found is a business banking platform built specifically for freelancers and sole proprietors. It is very much not a traditional bank, and instead, Found partners with Piermont Bank to provide FDIC insured business checking accounts with features focused mostly on taxes, automation, and expense tracking. So there's no monthly fees, there's no minimum balance requirements, and there's no credit check required to apply. Found is also entirely app-based, so everything is going to be managed through your phone or desktop. Some of the key features that Found offers are going to be the following. So first are their budgeting pockets. So Found lets you create these customizable pockets to separate your funds for things like taxes, saving, spending, or really anything else you want to separate them for. You're able to easily move money between pockets manually, or you can set up automatic allocations so that a percentage of each deposit that comes in goes to the right pockets. Important note here is that these pockets don't have their own account numbers or routing numbers like they do on Relay, for example. Instead, they really are just pockets within your overall business checking account. Next big thing that Found allows you to do is automate your finances. This is through things like automatically categorizing your income and expenses to make bookkeeping a lot easier, automatically setting aside money for things like taxes, and creating basic rules to handle money as it comes in if, say, you wanted to follow something like profit first. Now, one of Found's biggest selling points is their tax support. So within the app, you can effectively estimate your quarterly tax liability in real time. That's all built into your checking account, which is one of those things that, again, a normal business bank account wouldn't allow you to do, but Found does. You can automatically track your write-offs, your deductions, and even generate a Schedule C for tax filing all within Found. Really unique, not something you're going to find with many, if any, other business banking platforms. On top of that, if you are someone who subscribes to Found Plus and you want to file your Schedule C, you can actually pay your quarterly federal taxes directly through Found. And we're going to talk more about Found Plus in a little bit. Now, with Found, for every deductible purchase that you make that comes through your Found account, Found is going to show you how you might be able to save in taxes and show you the exact value of your write-offs instantly. Now, I will note that the free plan does not include tax filing or these payment features. Now, another great feature for freelancers, small business owners is the ability to send invoices, create and send invoices directly from your Found dashboard. So, unfortunately, not super customizable, but really clean, gets the job done. And generally, the reviews speak pretty highly about that invoicing feature. You're able to get one physical MasterCard and can issue up to 20 virtual cards and assign them to specific pockets. So this can be really helpful for organizing your business expenses. For example, if you have a specific card you want to just use for marketing or just use for travel and set up a pocket assigned to that category, it can really just help to streamline things and help you not have to spend so much time thinking about your finances, which is probably the last thing you want to do as a small business owner. Another unique feature about Found is that you can actually deposit cash. So this is something that many other business banking platforms don't allow you to do, but with Found, you can make cash deposits at over 77,000 retail locations via the Vanilla Direct network. However, there is going to be a $4.95 fee if you want to do this. Another place where Found shines is in their reporting and categorization. So you're able to receive profit and loss summaries, expense breakdowns, a bunch of other reports from your Found dashboard directly. And you can tag different transactions with different labels in order to keep everything categorized. Now, one limitation I want to touch on is that Found is not built for teams. So you can share your virtual cards from your pockets with other people, but the shared access, roles, customizability, there's really not too much going on there. But now let's talk pricing. So Obviously, they have the free plan as well as the plus plan. So on the free plan, you've got that FDIC insured checking account. You've got up to 20 virtual cards. You've got pockets. You've got automatic allocation. You've got that smart categorization of expenses as well as expense tracking. You can create and send invoices. You can use those reporting features. You can accept cash deposits. All of that is on the free tier. If you want to upgrade to Found Plus, that is their paid plan. It's going to come in at currently either $19.99 per month or $149.99 per year. Now, this is going to enable a variety of things, including that tax payment feature where you can pay your federal and select state taxes directly through Found. It's also got enhanced bookkeeping and a lot more custom tags and organization if you are on the Found Plus tier. Now, in terms of who Found is going to be best for, you really have to be a freelancer or a sole proprietor. If you're a company, you've got a team, it's just not really going to work, right? That's when you're going to want something like a Relay where you can have those different levels of permission. But if you are a business owner, you want simple automation for taxes, for your budgeting, you want to spend as little time as possible thinking about your finances, Found could really help you in a lot of different ways. But, got to be a business that doesn't need team logins and also doesn't need international transfers because that's going to be a little bit trickier on Found. A couple of things you absolutely need to know before deciding whether or not to use Found. First, Found is for one person businesses only, right? You're not going to be a happy camper if you're not a sole proprietor or a single member LLC because they don't offer you with permissions or the ability to scale over time. Additionally, you are not able to get traditional checks. So you can't order a checkbook. Check deposits have to be done through the app. On top of that, tax tools going to be limited on the free plan. You're going to need Found Plus to actually pay taxes from within the app. But that being said, the tax tools that you do get on the free plan are going to be better than what you're going to find with many other business banking platforms out there. Additionally, with virtual cards, you are going to be capped. So you can only issue up to 20 different virtual cards. It's not going to be unlimited like some other options out there. Now, let's talk about how Found compares to some of the other options on the market. So you can kind of get a better sense for when you might want to choose Found versus something else. So Found, great for one-person businesses, great for people who want simplicity, everything built in, taxes, budgeting, invoicing. It's all in one spot. You've got the virtual debit cards, the physical debit cards. You can have cash deposits, but again, like if you're a cash-heavy business, probably going to be best off with a bank that actually has physical branches. Now, Relay, on the other hand, I've mentioned them a couple of times. They're what I personally use for my businesses. It's going to be best for companies that want to set up multiple separate checking accounts and also companies that have teams, right? Because with Relay, you've got really in-depth permissions, team setting, budget allocations. You've got a bunch of different checking accounts you can set up and create unique automations between. Another option you might have heard of if you are a solopreneur, really small business, is Novo. So Novo is also great for solo businesses. I used to use Novo when I first started my businesses. I was with them for a couple of years. Some unique features there. They've got fast Stripe payouts. So if you do a lot of business on Stripe, you can get your money faster. They've also got a cash back card that you can use to earn on your spend as opposed to, just spending money and not earning anything in the process. One other notable mention here is North One. So North One is great for earning interest. So you can earn currently up to 3% APY if you pay or 2.5% APY if you don't pay with North One, which is another great business banking. Now, to tie a bow on things, Found isn't truthfully going to be the best at everything, but it is pretty solid at most things and can just make your life a lot easier. For me, what really makes it shine is the tax side of things that a lot of other small business banking platforms just don't really touch. So the taxes combined with the budgeting, combined with the invoicing, makes it a pretty solid all-in-one financial dashboard for your business. They're pretty intuitive. They're always developing new features and functionality. And so you can definitely count on them to continuously innovate to stay at the front of small business banking. That said, if you envision your company growing over time, it's going to be tough. If you're not going to be a solopreneur forever, eventually you're going to have to graduate. But if you do want to sign up, there's a link in the description below that will get you the best current available offer. If you want to sign up, try it for yourself. Again, it's completely free. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.